Welcome back to Pages of a Poetic Heart, Lovesick with SC Ayala. We'll be reading off of page 93 today. It's called So Long, Mr. Wonderful. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been following, liking, and subscribing. Make sure you guys hit the alert notifications moving forward. This way you don't miss any of the new and upcoming episodes. So without further ado, this is So Long, Mr. Wonderful. And if you do have the book or you're looking to purchase the book, you can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, pretty much anywhere online. And let's get into it. All right. So long, Mr. Wonderful. So long, Mr. Wonderful, it's been real. Real long, real bad, real tired. So long, Mr. Wonderful. So long, Mr. Wonderful. We're through. We're done. You're fired. So long, Mr. Wonderful. Have your cake, your pie, your whatever you want, guy. So long, Mr. Wonderful. Take care. Keep well. God bless. You won't be missed. So long, Mr. Wonderful. Here's to you, your boys, the clubs, the drinks, your moods, and the hopes of I wish you would. So long, Mr. Wonderful. Be gone, stay gone. Don't come back no more. So long, Mr. Wonderful. My life must move on. Keep going. Close windows and shut doors. So long, Mr. Wonderful. You're not welcome here no more. So, let's get into the backstory. So I was dating someone at the time, and this is after the, how can I say it? The divorce, the in-between, which both of those we have covered before. And you start dating people, or you start trying to date people, and, you'll come to find that a lot of times you meet guys or women, and it all starts out roses and everything starts out real good. It's new, I mean, who's to say, new relationship, it's exciting. You're getting to know someone, someone's into you, you're into them. You guys are finding all the likes, dislikes, and you're thinking, hey, maybe this will work. Maybe this is a new one. Maybe this is something I can do. This is my chance at maybe happily ever after, after all. And then as you're dating, you begin to see the, as I call them, red flags. And a lot of times people don't realize, because they're so infatuated or they're so just caught up in the new, that they tend to go, oh, it's okay, he probably didn't mean that, or she didn't mean that, or they just are completely oblivious to it when all the red flags are there. And like I said, he's wonderful, she's wonderful, it's wonderful, and you tend to forget yourself just that quick, just that fast. You forget what you possibly might have just came out of and rush into something else. So, what do? Well, we get right back into that same cycle of a toxic relationship. That's what we do. And it ends up biting us in the butt to the point to where you tell yourself, man, how did I not see this? How did I not realize this? How am I back in this again? And I want to say to everybody who's either in a relationship and they're kind of seeing the red flags before a major commitment, if you didn't do all your healing after the last relationship, honestly, in my own opinion, you don't really have any business being in a new relationship. Take time to breathe. Take time to know you. Take time to just say, you know what? I don't like this. I don't want this. And, work on inner self. Take time to say, you know what? I need to heal this. I need to heal me. I need to make sure that I'm okay. Because if you haven't done the work And let's say they haven't done the work and they don't care to do the work, or they don't know how to do the work, and they just keep going from person to person to person. And you guys meet up and all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, this is great, this is great. And then the red flags start to pop up and you keep ignoring them and ignoring them. And the further down the rabbit hole you go in the relationship, you realize like, dude, this is the same thing I just got out of. And I know everybody says, I don't want to hurt this person, or I don't want to be alone. And you know what? Sometimes it's better to be on your own than to be in a relationship doing the same thing that you just got out of and said you would never do again. So saying so long to someone, you know, and that's why I called it So Long, Mr. Wonderful, because like I said, you know, checked all the boxes, honestly. The package was so pretty and all of the boxes were checked. I mean, he was a Dodger fan. He was a Cowboys fan. And I should have known there was a red flag because he wasn't a Laker fan. Kidding, of course. But truth be told, you know, the boxes were checked. He was a believer. We had a lot in common. We both had children. You know, we were this was going to be a second shot at a happily ever after. We had talked about, you know, blending families. We had talked about, you know, our spiritual life and backgrounds, our upbringings. And again, you know, he was employed, had his own car, had his own place, you know, had everything going that you would want from someone coming into a new relationship, not feeling like you had to carry anyone. You know, because let's face it, broke plus broke equals more broke, you know, but we both had gone through our own separations, divorces, and had already gone through that stuff. So meeting up with this person, you know, actually was like kind of a breath of fresh air, like, oh wow, this is something for me. This wasn't necessarily something for my kids. It was something for me. And we enjoyed going places and, you know, going out and stuff. And then the red flags popped up. And as they popped up, it was just too many, too quick. And then they just kept coming and coming and coming and coming and coming to the point to where it was like a whirlwind. And one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to pump the brakes and get out the car, or you're going to just fall, crash and burn again, and be right back where you said you'd never be again. Hurt in a relationship that's toxic, feelings of distrust, feelings of betrayal, still fighting for that person to see you for what you are and your worth and why. Somebody who finds you worthy is never going to make you feel worthless. Someone who values you is never going to devalue you with betrayal. And So Long, Mr. Wonderful is basically about those type of relationships and those type of dealings. So that's the backstory. I hope you enjoyed it. And I guess until next time, that was page 93. So Long, Mr. Wonderful. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, like, and the alerts. Until next time, guys, this is SC Ayala with Lovesick, Pages of Poetic Heart.